Interviews can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but hopefully with my top tips, it will make things a little bit easier. First of all, going for an interview, the better prepared you are, the easier it's going to be. So please research the company who's going to be interviewing you. Research the job role so you're prepared and you can say exactly why you want to work for them in that role. When you arrive at an interview, if the interview starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, please get there 15 minutes beforehand. You want to know where you're going, you want to know the public transport to get there, so you're not rushing, you're not stressed, and you're not greeting somebody all sweaty and stressed out. Now, we make impressions of people really quickly, within the blink of an eyelid, 3 seconds. So if you look the business, people generally think you are the business. So dress appropriately for your interview. It's not about spending $1 million. Be groomed, be clean, and be comfortable in what you're wearing. Make sure, ladies, you can walk in your high heels and your skirts are not too tight. And gentlemen, always wear a tie if you're going to be wearing a suit. Now, going to an interview, take with you in your hand your documents, and by that I mean your CV, a copy of it, and also a copy of your application form. So before you send it off, make sure you photocopy it or save it on the computer. So you've got them in your hand, you've got them prepared, and if the employer wants to see them, you can hand them over. At the end of an interview, the employer will probably ask you some questions and want to know what your feedback has been. The worst thing you can do is sit there and say, I haven't got any questions. We all get that horrible mind blank feeling sometimes when everything disappears. So take with you a set of questions as a security blanket. And those questions could be, how would this role develop over time? What's the best thing about the company? What's the worst thing about the company? What's the charity policy of the company? General questions which you can just show you've used your initiative. Interviews can be challenging and the questions sometimes can be difficult and be there to make you think. So before you rush into an answer, if the question is difficult and you need time, ask them if you can have a few seconds or answer that at the end of the interview. Overall, you want to leave that interview proving how good you are for the job, but how much you want that job. Please, the best accessory you can have in an interview is passion, energy, and a smile on your face. If you look fed up with the world, they're not going to want to employ you. To show them how much you want the job, be passionate about it. At the end of the interview, firmly shake their hands, smile on your face, and afterwards always send a follow-up note either by a hard copy letter or an email saying how much you want the job, because not many people will do that and it will make you stand out from the crowd.